Hi guys, welcome to your Ancestor guidance readings for this week. I'm just doing an intro that I'm going to have at the beginning of each video so I don't have to repeat this 12 times for everyone, and then I can get everything in that I need and not forget for one sign and remember for another. So when we get into the Ancestor guidance, I actually have 4 decks. I have 3 Oracle decks and a Tarot deck that I'm going to use to tap into their energy, probably pulling out past life information about them to help you to connect with this ancestor. So because I'm saying ancestor energy, that can come in different ways. That can come in as someone that you recognize. Yes, I know this person. I knew them well. They've passed now and they're speaking to me from the other side. This could also come in as someone that you know now and who hasn't passed, and it's their higher self speaking to you, because that's also possible. It can also be your own higher self speaking to you in these readings. If you're getting information about the ancestor and it's not really recognizable to you at all, it could still be an ancestor that lived a lifetime quite a while ago that you're not aware of consciously in this lifetime. If the entire reading doesn't resonate for you at all, then I haven't tapped into an ancestor on any level for you. So that's what I have for you guys. We're going to look at the guidance that they have for you now and why. Why now? All right, thanks. Enjoy your readings. Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. As I said in the intro, we're going to look into the ancestor to start, see who wants to come forward and speak to you, give you a message about guidance for you right now. I'm going to start with the Doggy Wisdom Oracle deck, and this is kind of going to give us an idea about the state of mind, the emotional well-being, generally for that ancestor in a significant lifetime. I'm saying significant lifetime as I'm letting them communicate to you through me in the most open way possible. If I say past lifetime, it may not be relevant to why that ancestor is coming forward to speak to you right now. So, okay, ancestor for Aries. I'm going to shuffle these all out and then I'll show them to you because there is a bit of shuffling in this. First card you have is hesitation. The underline is determination. So the first thing I'm getting is obviously this ancestor did hesitate a lot in their lifetime, perhaps second guess themselves, but they've really worked hard to push through it. They were determined to get past it and get beyond it. Oh, mediator. Either this person may have been, oh yes, they were. This Samaritan is at the bottom. Okay, this ancestor is coming in very strong. This ancestor was hesitant to get involved in other people's issues. Actually, they held back. They were determined to hold back. They were determined to hold back. This ancestor spent a lot of time pulling away from other people's issues. I feel like a lot of other people wanted them to give them a helping hand. With, you know, it could have been disagreements between one another. There could have been arguments within family units and wanting to pull this person into the argument and pick a side. This person was pretty determined to stand back and let things happen. So this is interesting. It's interesting that this is coming out. All right. Beaver, lay a solid foundation. Oh, okay. This ancestor had a keen ability to identify scenarios, situations that people may have been trying to pull them into that were kind of unstable, and they were being asked to be pulled into the situations to stabilize them, and this person would not do that. They tried their darndest not to. I want to say with this determination under here, I think people could be surprised how strong this ancestor could be in not getting involved with things. So you had beaver, and then you said you have rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. This person could really read a situation very well. wow, yeah, this person could really read a situation very, very well. They would not get involved in, I want to say it could be anything from like big, small family feuds, disagreements, debates, work projects, business propositions. They would not get involved if they were being asked. They could tell that their energy was being asked to get involved to make something stable. And by doing that, I feel like this person would have to compromise themselves in some way. This is a strong ancestor. This ancestor was, probably a lot of people were unhappy with the way they would stand back, but they did it because once a more solid foundation was laid, they could see that it was a much better opportunity for them. And I don't want to say that this, I mean, perhaps this ancestor only wanted to be involved in any projects or debates or whatever it could be, that guaranteed them success in some way. And it could have been like maybe they lived lifetimes where they didn't do that. So it was like in the lifetime that we're talking about now, they did that. Like there's no way I'm going to compromise myself. Well, how is this? What is this? This actually, that's interesting. The animals oracle deck is mixed in with the good tarot. Bring a gentle touch was stuck in there. So very interesting. So I kind of feel like this ancestor's coming in to say that they had a really unique way of being able to pull back. So they may not have ruffled feathers like I would kind of think that this person would. This person was a mediator in that they didn't get involved, and a really good one at that. Look at the Magician. This is a very interesting, the Empress. The Eight of Earth. Wow. This person could make big stuff. This person could make big things, abundant things. This person had skills. This person was a master manifester. I mean, like a master manifester. I don't know who this is for you. You're like, I don't know either, Cindy. This is one hot dong, really good. This is a powerful ancestor that you have coming through. Page of Earth, the Two of Fire, and the Three of Air sits underneath this, though. This person, I feel like this person observed a mother figure. This person observed a mother figure in sadness and kind of like, almost like lost hope for dreams. So I am getting a more masculine energy from this reading. It could be someone who was born in a masculine body, and I'm really getting like a son watching a mother kind of energy as well here. So there was something significant in this person's life, and maybe this person watched, if it wasn't a mother, it's some sort of I feel like it's a softer parent here, some sort of a caregiver for them. I mean, it could have been a fatherly figure, but this person was always giving of themselves in some way, to the point that it was to the detriment of them. And so it almost feels like this ancestor was able to pick up on that and rectify it for themselves in a lifetime. So these are really interesting messages. Just having the ancestor describe themselves to us, I feel like is in itself, we're going to get a lot, you know, to learn through someone's lessons, and what they do is invaluable to all of us. So, okay, now that's the ancestor. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. I'm going to go into the Oracle and Tarot here, and we're going to ask for what is the guidance that this ancestor has for you right now. So what is based on this, and I feel like this is a very powerful ancestor and their connection to you. What is the guidance that they have for you right now? I think this is the Angelarium deck, in case anyone's curious. I think so. Okay. The guidance that this ancestor has for Aries right now. emptiness. Wow. Allow all things to fall away, particularly inside of you. Allow yourself, I'm hearing like allow yourself to feel emptiness and even boredom. And new things will fall into place. So, if you weren't sure what to do with yourself lately, you don't need to do much. And actually, the key here with that, though, I'm going to say is not to get too wrapped up in your own head. It's not to get too wrapped up in any feelings that come up and out of you at the period of doing very little, and even like boredom. If certain emotions start to come through, even the emotion of boredom, let it come up and out and through, and let it move on. Wow, you have connection at the bottom. Look at that. Isn't it interesting? Like when everything is removed, the new things start coming in, allowing the cosmos to work through you. Meditate, contemplate. What's that? Definitely like meditate, mindfulness, peace, rest. What the hell does that say? It looks like wire 1-5. Wire 1-5? What does it say at the bottom? But it's definitely like a meditation card again, isn't it? Wire 1. Wise one. All these different fonts, I tell you. Wise one. It's like the Hierophant. It's very meditative. Gosh, that's funny. Just sit in peace. The key, the answers, I'm going to say too, the answers that you seek is already starting to come out here. You have the Ace of Swords and the Strength card. And then you have the Wire 1-5. Sounds like a good name for a new computer. Wire 1-5. I feel like somebody's going to make that as like a name for them in some sort of forum or something. Group. I am Wire 1-5. So the wise one here, guys, it is really about taking time here right now to find inner peace, because all of the answers that you seek are sitting within you. The keys are inside of you, but everything else must be emptied out to find them. Your mind is in your own way right now, right? And it is. It's like this pyramid here. It's like there's something that's trying to come in for you. Answers. It's almost like the answer is meant to be inside of you, but it can't even get in yet. Ace of Swords, you have attachment. It's like temperance. Temperance. Attachment. Strength card, you have the Queen of Wands, and then the Wise one, Wire 1-5, you have the Nine of Swords. Your ancestor, and why this one is significant, I'm not sure. I think because we can kind of see through this person's experience, this soul's energy, that they are actually pretty wise, or pretty wise one. And it's as if there's answers. I feel like there's answers that you are seeking, and you will find them within yourself. But to find them within yourself, you have to find peace. That's the strongest message for you right now. Hold back from a lot of things that you were maybe, even like projects Kind of interesting, actually. I wonder if we'll get a lot of energy like that. I'm just thinking of the significance of when I'm recording this, and we're coming up in a couple of days too. Actually, it is even for Aries. So maybe it's just more significant for Aries, but it is a full moon? A new moon? I don't know, I've lost track, but it's a moon eclipse in Aries. I don't remember which one it is. It's a full moon eclipse. Is it a full moon eclipse in Aries? It's some sort of moon eclipse in Aries. And it's in a couple of days. So that's really intense energies. And it might also be a really good time for information to be able to just, I feel like it's a full moon eclipse. I could be wrong. Anyway, any way you look at it, it just feels like things need to leave you. Energies, thoughts, emotions need to like vacate. And then it needs to sit in hollowness, emptiness, null, to allow this new connection between you and the universe and knowledge to be made. The Ace of Wands is at the bottom, the Five of Wands behind it. So the Five of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it's like there's an internal conflict. There could even literally be a planetary conflict going on for you too. And I'm not going to say that that's an excuse for anything, but it is, I will say that it makes a lot of sense in terms of something that might be going on to, it's like take advantage of this time. Instead of instead of using some sort of significant thing that's happening outside of you that you have no control over, like this eclipse, instead of using that as an excuse, it's actually using it as a reason to do something here, utilizing it. All right. Now, what I'm going to ask is why now? Like, it could be, maybe it is, as it was. But I'm going to ask, why now? Why is this message so important at this time for Aries? The Empress, the World, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Coins, and the King of Coins. Wow, it's significant for you right now because you're transforming something that was once a very abundant and lush energy. You're closing that off. So you're closing off some sort of a cycle in your life. And it could be, for some of you, it could be some sort of cycle of motherhood. Maybe your children are independent and are on their own now, or fatherhood. It could be something, it could even be a significant relationship status. It could be projects as well that you've been working on, and you've kind of taken those as far as you can take them. I'm really noticing like the water is getting lower here. The water is getting lower, and I'm just seeing the Empress was once submersed in this water, and whatever this project of life was, and then the water levels are receding, and it's actually an indication, well, now is the time to come out of that pond, right? And you have the World, so it's closing off that cycle. And then, but what's next, right? Because it almost feels like locked in a storm. So the water is dark, the sky is gray, and indecision with the Two of Swords. Like, what do you do next? Oh, so I said the Nine of Coins. It's actually the Seven of Coins. It's my little baby Cabbage Patch head garden. So the Seven of Coins, it's time to come up with a new solution to build again. And the King of Coins is very prosperous. So whatever you're going to get started on in the future, after closing something very significant and abundant off, it's not going to take long for it to really take off and be, I want to say, like just a level or two below, sorry, the previous energy that you're closing off. There was a weird bug on here. Anyways, it's grease on my fingers now. So yeah, because it is like a new plan moving forward. Yeah, so the significance of the eclipse, it's as if periods of time are eclipsing for you. So you can't, I want to say, if you're thinking about, well, what's the new project, or what's the new relationship, or what's the new future, or what's the new path, or what's the new work, or what, whatever it could be for you. It's almost like you can't see it till you're on the other side of it. And I had read somewhere too that with this eclipse energy, it's kind of good not to really, to partake in too many. I think we're also in a Mercury retrograde, so the energy is a little bit, whoa. Is this a good time to just take stock, ground yourself, meditate, rest, clear your mind? Don't get caught up in too many negative or overly positive thoughts. It's almost like just be annul and allow energies to do what they're about to do, because it just feels really, really strong. And then on the other side of that is when I feel like, because too with this Two of Swords, like it's dark. And I always think of like, you know, it doesn't happen with a lot of different eclipses. It's really basically like a solar eclipse, right? When we have a full-on solar eclipse and that's happening in your area where it's 100% visible, where it actually becomes darker. But that's what it feels like to me. It's like you're going to go through this period where everything is going to go into darkness just as the sun rises again. And it's almost with these two cards, because the Seven of Coins, he's already starting to harvest something. It's kind of like you've probably already planted seeds, but there's almost a new cycle of sunshine that has to come out on the other side of that for you. Oh God, that's crazy. So you have the Two of Coins on the bottom. It's the only one in the upright. And look at it again, it's coming like out of a darkness. Options to be weighed, to be held in one hand is more significant than anything. I really feel like this energy could almost envelop you. So be careful with it. Like thinking about your options, thinking about what you should do, thinking about where you should move your resources. I mean, obviously, if you have to move money to pay things and stuff like that, you should probably do it. But anything that's, you know, different from that or more significant in terms of invest myself here, like, no. There's really no, you're not supposed to be investing your energy right now. You're supposed to be letting it actually just empty out. I'm going to go to the teeny tiny everyday witch. The Two of Swords, actually the Two of Swords and the Two of Coins, they both feel so significant because this also, the Two of Swords appears directly in the middle of those cards that came out. There's two on either side of it. It's like one period closes, there's darkness, and another period opens. But as soon as that opens, it's as if to see, well, once the sun rises, you're like, oh shit, some of the stuff was growing. Look at that. And then it doesn't take long for it to become quite stable, quite significant. I'm not going to lie too. I feel like you could be going through some sort of a period here where maybe you're juggling your finances or money is a little bit tighter, but then all of a sudden it's like this money is raining down on this King of Pentacles energy. Money is just raining down. The Two of Swords and the Two of Coins, this dark period, what should Aries be aware of in it? Nothing but the universe and finding truth. You have the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords. That's it, y'all. So Aries, get some good snacks, not too many, make them healthy, because this almost feels a bit like a purge too. So make them healthy snacks, fresh fruit and vegetables, stuff. 5 of Cups, wow, look at this. 5, there's a lot of 5s here. This energy really does need to settle itself. You have the 5 of Swords. Significant things have been removed, whether it felt good or not. The universe then takes you into, feels like too, like darkness. The 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. There is both a feeling of physical and emotional disappointment and loss and disconnect. But it's almost like you're connecting on the other side. It makes me feel like too, like anytime, I don't know if this really happens. It kind of, does it? Is this a reality? Do they go around the moon? What does anybody do in space? Have they ever gone around to the other side of the moon? I know they have in sci-fi movies, and it's always like, you know, you lose contact as you're going to the other side of the moon. That's what that feels like. And then you come out and then you make contact again. So there you go. I'm going to go do the extended Aries. In the extended, I'm going to look at the guidance that you have in the future from the same ancestor, and also exploring like, why is that significant for you at that time? Thanks so much, Aries. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.